Hi everyone, Phil and I are back to read you all another one of his favourite books, and this time it's The Gruffalo's Child. He's very much looking forward to this. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark woods. Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? And there's the little baby Gruffalo with his big dad. He's even got the same scary teeth as he has. I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. Those are his eyes, like pools of fire, and that's his little tail. It's a bit hairy, isn't it? Got a hairy tail, that mouse does. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo's cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the woods went the Gruffalo's child. His dad told him not to go in there, didn't he? A trail in the snow. Who is this trail and where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? Do you think that's the mouse? I don't think that's the mouse. Out slid the creature. His eyes were small. He didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Marks in the snow. Who are these claws marks? Where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of the treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Do we think that's the mouse? I don't think that's the mouse. Down flew the creature. His tail was short and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse. Twit twoo, not I, but he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. It's a brave Gruffalo. A track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Do we think that's the mouse? Don't think that's the mouse. Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tails wasn't scary, his whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under the tree, drinking Gruffalo tea. That's the fox. I don't think he's found the mouse yet. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat on the stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse. What do you think is going to happen next? But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not mad, but a mouse at last. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. There's the little mouse. He's even got a snowman. Wait, said the mouse, before you eat, there's a friend of mine you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend, so bad and big. I wonder who his friend is. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse. So he does exist. The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned and said, just wait and see. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell on the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Ah, ooh, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo's cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. His big warts back again on his nose. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. And that's the end. I hope you all enjoyed the book with Phil and I. I think it's safe to say Phil definitely enjoyed it, didn't you? Yep. I hope you all have a lovely week and we'll see you again soon. Bye.